Hello and welcome back to Tharic Plays Blood Bowl 2. Do I need to really say, as always with the Bretonnians again? I say that every time I open up a video, as if you weren't able to see or read or anything. I just don't know how to really open these episodes, I guess. So I found a new way. Hooray. Yeah, I'm trying to hold back a sneeze right now, so let's just see about that. Give me one moment here, please. Okay, and we're good. So, everybody is looking okay, and I can take this team for its weird test drive now. Did I play a match with Chade being Agility 5 already? I'm not sure. I think I haven't. I might be able to see by this. No Regal leveled up. I'm not sure if Chade got any SPP out of that. Oh, well, maybe it was Chade. We can actually check. 33... No, he actually had the agility. I'm confused right now. I don't know. It's fine either way. We'll find an opponent now and see what we'll get. Well, okay, we just missed the cutoff because I talked too long. So, see you in a moment. And here we go. That took a bit longer than expected. Okay, 1700 Dwarves. So they will get some inducements. By the way, our team value is getting really up there. Oh god, they've got a Deathroller. Oh boy, that's gonna... Oh, and 15 players, so there won't be a lot of skills. Well, in 1700 team there will still be skills, but... Let's check this out. He's got an armor value guy, guard mighty blow. We've got a runner with... Did he go with dump off on both of them? Yeah, okay, weird. Leader and strip ball, also a bit of a weird choice there. We've got another guarder, we've got a missing troll slayer, an unskilled troll slayer, more guard, a Deathroller, a long beard, and he does not have enough money to buy a bribe, which is kind of useful. So our biggest concern here, obviously, right off the bat, is the amount of players he has, plus the Deathroller, since it's gonna be annoying, although we might be able to take care of that fairly quickly. And then we also have him having a lot of guard to consider, and that's probably the most pressing thing during the match for now. I do outskill him. The dodge won't really help me that much since he has a lot of tackle. So we do lose some of our functionality. And our team value, of course, is a bit bloated thanks to the stat ups and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go on offense. I'd like to see what he does with a Deathroller, if he puts it on the pitch or not. If he does, I should aim to score quickly. If he doesn't, I should try to stall this out as long as possible. So there's drawbacks and advantages to the entire thing. It looks like he wants to set him up. So I should score quickly because he doesn't have a bribe. He will not be able to keep him around for long. And that way we can take care of his big guy right away. The downside is that if I score quickly, I give him a lot of time to score on us. And then he will receive in the second half of the match. And that gives him a lot of time to score him again. So this could end in a 2-1 grind against us. And the way he's set up here just makes all of this very, very annoying. But we might be able to do something still. So let's see. First of all, yeah, these two can stay off the pitch. Let's see. We do want to switch the 5 SPP with the 0 SPP. And here's my Sure Hands guy, so Chivalry, go all the way back to here. And he set up aggressively, but in a way that's going to make it difficult for me to just run through. Which is a bit of a bummer, but we might be able to work with that. So I'm gonna have to set up a bit weird. You know what, I probably want my kicker off the pitch instead. Okay, I need to make some somewhat fast decisions here. So let's see about this. We've got these guys set up. And then let me think. Okay, so we've got these three guys, which basically means that since he doesn't have guard... Okay, I should switch these a bit. Yeah, just go for this, and I'm gonna put my guard player in here as well. No, in that case I need to go like this, and then I'm gonna switch these two. It looks supremely weird, but it should work out. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not... It's a bit weird. Just figuring all of this out with as much guard as there is, and trying to create an opening for me to run through in the first turn. Oh, we both lose a turn. That could be good, honestly. It's not necessarily bad. Oh, and I still screwed up the setup. Yeah, I'm a smart cookie. You know what? I didn't screw it up completely. Yeah, so I'm gonna start blocking with him instead with the Mighty Blow guy. Unfortunately... Oh, wow, he is Mighty... That's one of his most dangerous players right there. Yeah, I didn't go for a good setup here, but it still works, since I can use Regal here to blitz through and put myself in a position to score next turn, potentially. That's pretty good. And, wow! What the? We get an injury. It's against... Oh, God. It's against an unskilled player, so I probably wouldn't have used the Apo there. Buddy, you have 15 players, and that guy had 2 SPP. Yeah, I'm gonna run Regal all the way through here. Just put him in a position where he can potentially score next turn. So this is a 1-die right now, but we can change that. Yeah, let's put him to here. That's fine. I do need to consider all of this happening as well, though. So he's deep in that area, but I'm gonna leave him there alone. He might pull back. So we're just gonna set up like these, put them a bit further. That way we've got the 2 spacing here. He can't just run past me. And I can get the ball on him, probably, and start running him up the pitch. So let's get this going. That's his best way of attacking me right now. And next we are going to go for a little bit of a pickup. Okay, made it. Let's see. So I've got agility 4, he's got agility 5 on passing. Oh, we rolled a double 1 on the catch. That's a bummer. So I didn't get to block the Troll Slayer, but I didn't want to do that first. Maybe I should have. The Scatters is at least okay, though. He can actually open up a path for himself. I didn't see that. So if he starts with a Deathroller and blocks him, or it doesn't even need to be the Deathroller, he could use the Troll Slayer as well, but he's only has a 1-die there. No, not even. Oh yeah, we have guard. He does have a path through here, which is not good. We couldn't expect the double skull, the thingamabob, the double 1s. Okay, good. And the Deathroller is not allowed to follow thanks to fence, so at least he can't do that much. Also, since he moved this guy forward, he cost himself an easy assist. Yep, there we go. Because he should have moved this guy in. He's got guard, so probably, yeah, to there, for example. And then he could have used this guy to 1, 2, 3, 4 GFI, but blitz. And now he needs to do 2 GFIs. Instead, he makes them both, but he only pushes. He might reroll this. This is annoying, but not an issue yet. I don't like that it started off like that. It's obviously not what we were looking forward to. But double ones are an issue regardless of who they happen to. Especially if it's something that actually needs to work. I would have gone over to here then, or back here, probably, and then we could have gotten the ball up there. But let's see what he does with the runner. If he only marks him with one player, we should still be okay. So for now, yeah. The plan is to... I think we're going to use this lineman, so the fool, as an assist to get a 2-die here. Well, I don't even need to, do I? Oh, wow, he goes for the 1 dice. That would have turned... No, he would have stayed a 1 die. Okay, KO'd my Garter. It's my only guard player, so this is kind of bad. Okay, let's see. Where do you go with this guy? I screwed this up a bit here, I feel like. This is not the ideal position to be in. By any means. Okay, he did that. Okay, decent enough. Let's see, we want you right there. So now, the thing is, if I get double both downs or something like that, this does not quite work out. A push is good enough, but it's not ideal. But for now, it is still good enough. I'm gonna put myself right here so that I get the 2-die. Also, in case we do fail this again over here, we still have stuff to do with. Okay, yeah, this does come with some issues. I'm not sure. It's Dwarves. It's the mass guard that I loathe so much. Oh boy. Probably should have taken the both down there instead. I'm gonna follow just because I don't want these guys to move, and now they can't. I want to figure out what to do with the ball right now. So I am playing a bit of a dangerous game here right now, because I am counting on the fact that this will now work, all of that. And that might not be the case, especially if I only push there. That's kind of annoying. Okay, we made that. And now I need to just make the throw, because I want to score quickly. I want to get rid of the Deathroller. Okay, looks like it worked this time. Good. And then we have this 1 player left that I can use to... yeah, I think I'm just gonna go here. No. Wait, we've got these guys here, so I need to be right there. That's gonna block them the most, I feel like. And everything else is not ideal, so I'm gonna take this 1 die, and if I fail, I'm gonna fail. If not, we're taking it. There we go. Sure, I'm gonna set up the serve. I don't think it's gonna work, but he's also not gonna be able to serve me in 1 round, so this is okay. Also, scoring quickly in this case gives me a chance to get my guard player back, which is kind of needed. It's just 1 guard player, but that little bit might help a lot. It's what you struggle most with against Dwarves is that they have an obscene amount of guard. Every player basically gets guard as his first or second skill. Oh, he goes for a 1 die into a skull, so that's a turnover. And now the circumstances change. He started off with a 1 die that was risky and he shouldn't have done. He could have easily gone for a 2 die. He couldn't have easily gotten a blitz, but even that would have been possible because he could have blocked this guy. And then he could have dodged through here and blitzed. If he had knocked him down with the 2 die first, he could have gotten himself a 2 die assist. Not an easy setup, but it would have been doable. But But as I've said, now the situation has changed. We're in no real danger of the Deathroller right now. So I'm not going to score now. I'm going to take a little bit of time here and wait. And we might even be able to feed the touchdown to somebody. Possibly. So this is not a good setup here. But I want to utilize my Mighty Blow as much as possible. But we want to utilize that against his ammo value 8 players, which are the runners. So that's what we are going to do. Good enough, the runners don't start with block, and he doesn't have block on that one yet. Oh god, I killed him. Oh crap. Oh boy. And he already used up his apothecary. So he can't save him. No, yeah, we can just go there. So is there another way for me to get a good block here? If I bring in these two as assists, we can get the other runner, potentially. And this guy just needs to be back here, just so that he's still blocking the path there in case he dodges. Yeah, and I'm prioritizing the runners over the over the Troll Slayer, by the way, since they are Agility 3 and his ball carrier, so I don't want to deal with them. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. Yeah, you guys are not in a good spot, so this is a 1 die. No, a 2 die, sorry. Follow, please. And I am going to try and at least dodge Burek. I don't think it's gonna... Well, it's the Agility 3 dodge, so yeah, okay, good. But that is good enough. Let's go to down here just to keep them from doubling back on me over back here. They're so slow, it's unlikely anyways. And should I dodge this? No. Let's just keep them there. But this has worked out really good so far. Oh god. He started off with giving me some issues there. Not quite enough, but okay. Wasn't completely just a cakewalk, but his opening up here with the 1 die was just not the right move. It was the 1 in 36 chance for him to get to that result. So the skull rerolled into a skull is a 1 in 6 chance times 1 in 6 chance, so 1 in 36. It's unlikely, to say the least. It still can happen. Oh, there we go. So now he is utilizing the Deathroller again, but we do have block dodge on him. Well, 3 dice into a POW is not that unlikely either. So now I might be back to me wanting to score this, and this was a decent setup here. He moved him up to there so that he can keep us locked down there and still give the guard assist. That was a nice move, and that was what I was hoping for. If I dodged, I had a 50% chance to knock myself down and maybe fail and injure myself. This just pushes me, so it wouldn't get worse if I just stayed there. It could have... well, you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. But by now, it's a big question. Do I want to score now or not? I really don't know. We can probably afford to stay around a bit longer. The question also is if it's really an issue that the Deathroller is still there or not right now, or if that's okay for us. You know what? You go up there. And this is just in case I fail. I'm not sure if I'm going to score now, but we'll move everybody accordingly right now. I am also a bit tempted to foul this guy, but I would have needed to do that earlier, and I don't have a bribe right now. Okay, so we'll do this. Yeah, let's bring Burek over to here, then I can blitz with Verity. Just a push, but that's okay. I'm going to stay. Because now I do have an assist. You know what, where do we want to go with the Fool? Yeah, just possibly keep that locked down. You know what, I should not set up like this because then 1 guard is good enough to screw me, so now we're a bit offset, and he would have to place the guard there, but he can't. Next up is this guy. Just to push again. Bummer. Yeah, I'm not gonna score this turn. I'm going to just run over to this side. I don't want to give him a lot of time right now, and I think that's okay. And now I have a block here, which with Dauntless, which is not a good chance, mind you. It's a 5+, because it's got such a high strength. We get a 2 die, and that's good enough. There we go. I would have liked to be able to knock him down and follow, because then I would have gotten a 2 die here, but we didn't, so there's that. But we still knocked down the Deathroller, so he would have to blitz with him again, and that's good enough for now. And he's just standing him back up, so no need there. I'm also setting myself up for a surf here. If we can make it work, for that we would have to dodge one of these, or knock down the Deathroller again, which might not work this time around. Okay, he's going aggressive. Let's see. Gets the 2 die, so he's gonna place this guy next to me, I assume. He shouldn't. He needs to follow, which means he makes this a bit more difficult for himself, since he can't go diagonally directly. But there was no way he could have not done that, since Frenzy. Oh, he doesn't... Okay, he just threatens me. He wants me to score. Okay. I think I'm gonna oblige now. Oh. Okay, just a stun. But potentially harmful enough. I still think I'm gonna risk the surf setup. Although that's a 1 die start, I would have to dodge both of them. Okay, I should have moved this guy over to here so that I could... Oh, no! We can use him. No, he's pushing. He's gonna follow. So the thingamabob... Oh, no, okay, he's just disconnecting. So I'm still gonna... Who are we going to go for now? I still want to blitz something. With Mighty Blow, ideally. So I think we're still going to set up against him. Another Agility 3 player, so it's worth it to try and get him. And let's just see if we get lucky. Yep, that's there. And then we are going to follow. No armor break. So I'm tempted to do this again, but I mean, there is no need to do that. We can just get rid of him. Let's just block down this blitzer as well. And stand him up. I should cover all my bases just in case we quadruple skull. Because then I'm still in a bad spot. It doesn't happen, which is nice. Okay, nothing, so now we can score. Which leaves him with 2 turns, which usually for Dwarves is not enough. No, it leaves him with 3 turns, which is enough, even for Dwarves. But I still think my defense should be good enough. My KO'd guy stays out, his 2 injured are out, and the Deathroller obviously gets sent off now, which leaves him a little bit weakened. Let's call it that. He doesn't have a whole lot of Mighty Blow yet, so I don't expect this to go too badly, but it could still be a bit of an issue, so I can't ignore what they might do to us completely. Okay, let's see. We want these guys here. Then we've got taller men in the middle. We do want our kicker, of course. And let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna give him room to work with. We can afford to, and I don't see or feel the need to close down the sidelines. We should be able to cover everything he has. We are pretty fast back here. We've got our agilities. Now we've got the Mighty Blows on the outside. Yep, this is fine. And I set these up the way I did so that he has to put more players on the line of scrimmage if he wants to get 2 die blocks. If he would not do that, we could just... or if I had put them here, or even just next to each other, 1 guard player in the middle would have been enough to get all 3 blocks. Putting them here and there would have allowed him to place a guard there and get the blocks, but now he Has to play... Now the guard doesn't help him. He just has to rely on normal assists, which is probably also okay for him. But it does force him to set up aggressively if he wants to get up all the blocks, and that might allow me to get behind him and steal the ball. Potentially. Unlikely, but it's not impossible. So I think we are also going to go all the way for a deep kick to try and keep him from getting to our half. Oh, he gets an extra reroll. That's fine, though. To keep him from getting to our end zone too quickly. Also, it keeps him from caging up, since most of his team is very much close to us and not close to the ball. But that's okay. So this worked out fine. I hope we get Civil back. I really do. If I get to feed a touchdown, let's just assume that we might. Who would I want to feed it to? Dutiful would be, yeah, Dutiful or Civil would be the obvious choices. They are the two blockers that need experience the most. We don't need to feed anything to one of our blitzers. They're all close. Well, Regal is 6 SPP away from leveling up, so 2 touchdowns. Would also not be a miss. And I could make him my strip baller. Possibly. Although I think we're still going to go Shade with that route. With his high agility, he is perfect for busting into a cage. Good, just a push. So we'll see. But the blockers are still important. They're still the ones with strength access. So I need to stay safe-ish there. Yeah, he should not have blocked like that. He should have used the Troll Slayer there. Let's see, so he knocked down 2, he pushed 1 away, he's gonna blitz something, I assume maybe the Fool again, and that's about it. So the good thing was he only pushed with his Mighty Blow guy. It's the only Mighty Blow guy that he has now that the Deathroller is sent off. And I want to point out again, I'm not a fan of this thing at all. It's not worth it. As you can see right now, he had him for a frickin' 5 turns and it didn't do a whole lot. Okay, there we go, we've got our blitz. No armor break again, luckily. But yeah, oh! Why? He's giving me a free block right now. He should not do that. I mean, I can almost understand why, because he wants me to go aggressive in this direction. I think that's what this is supposed to try and stop. But he's also giving me a free block against one of his weakest players, since they're the only one with armor value 8, aside from the runners. And he should not do that. You don't want to just give your opponent blocks. That's not a good call, for the most part at least. But let's see what we can do here with this. If we can do something. Nope, we'll get a both down. So we are wrestling, which is fine, I guess. What do we do here? Can I? No. Okay, bring up Verity to there. Oh, maybe I should have used Verity because he's faster to go up there. I assume he's going to try and switch sides. So I'm going to do just what I said he shouldn't do, but I'm doing it out of a different reason, which hopefully still makes sense and doesn't make me sound like a weirdo. Because I'm going to do this. It will give him... No, crap. And then I instantly misplace him because now he needs to blitz in here. So I think I'm going to switch what I'm going to do. We're going to blitz over here. Because he wants to go this way, I think. Over to here. And I'm not going to overcommit on that side, where he's now a bit weaker. But we're still pretty okay. Nice. That works. And you know what? I'm still gonna... Yeah, I'm still gonna do exactly what I said he shouldn't do. Because it's a good thing like that. Well, I'm not gonna leave it at that. We're gonna do more than that, of course. But that's the setup to everything right now. Yeah. So that alone helps. And then we can place Shrewd right here. So if he wants to... No, we want a Shrewd right there. Because he could still get the... No, he can't get the guard guy in here any longer. You know what? Yep, in the middle is fine. In that case. The thing is why I can do this. For one, we have 2 guys here now. We have 2 guys down there now. He can only move these 2 plus these 5 players, basically. Since he needs to protect this, I have more players on our scrimmage, so I can try to set up something that will outbash him. It's still a bit risky to go for all of these. Yeah, I'm just gonna put myself right there to keep him locked down. Have these 2 here. I just wanna, even if he brings in his guard, I want something there that can stop him potentially. Or just make the blocks not that good for him. Okay, he's moving forward. There we go. So there's no way I'm gonna score on him again this half, by the way. I would have needed to set something up this turn, and I just didn't. I still have all of my rerolls as well. That's pretty good. Not a single horrible thing, aside from the double 1 that came out of the catch. But that's forgotten, basically. Good. He should just reroll something. He has also still 4 rerolls left. I think he hasn't used a single one either. Which makes this even better for us, I guess. In some areas, because it means that his dice haven't been horrible. No, he used 1 reroll, that's true. He just gotten some out of kickoff events or something. No, he had 3 plus the leader plus the 1 kickoff event, so he would have been at 5, but now he's at 4. So what is he gonna do? Yep. And I'm okay with that. Every player, he moves away to just, oh, okay, this is good, because now I can set up a serve there. We're going to block with one of these first, and then we're going to blitz with the other one to just remove the player. That is at least the general idea there. Oh, he got Regal. Something bad going to happen? I hope not. Of course. It's only a stun, so that's fine. I would have deeply regretted that if something too bad had happened. Let's see. By the way, this was a bit of a, not really a mental error, but unnecessary, at least in part unnecessary, because I put this guy back here so that he didn't want to follow up, completely forgetting that this guy is a fence, so he can't follow up. But it still closes this down in case he had knocked him down and tried to maybe get through here, unlikely as it was. I'm not sure if that even would have made sense at the beginning of the round. I'm not sure. He goes for a lot of 1 dice now, which I honestly, I think agree with. He can afford to, and he needs to do something. And it's gonna remove some of the threats, at least, that he was facing there. So this is good. We get a jump up hit. I should just start with the surf, I think. So let's do that. And of course I don't get the surf. You know what? No, I'm gonna get the surf. This is weird, but the surf might be better. I'm just hoping. Bye-bye. There we go. Okay, so he's out. Which injures the player. So he's down to 10 players now. I didn't think that would happen, seeing he started with 15. Oh boy, and a niggling. I don't want to kill his team, honestly, but I do want to remove his players. Okay, let's see if we can do something more here. But this is a good start for the second half, that he's down a player. Oh yeah, we can escalate this quite a bit, I feel like, here, if we get the right rolls. Since we have jump up here, we can knock him down, bring him over to there. We might as well follow. Oh, there we go. Wow, another injury. I mean, this one was with Mighty. Well, was with Mighty Blow, but still. Next up would be this block, since it's safest. But I have one more with this assist that we can get. So we'll try to do just that. And let's disconnect here. Not give him any more room to attack us with. Yeah, oh, this is good. Okay, let's see. Bring him up to here. He can't score. We won't score. I don't really care about stealing the ball away from him or something like that. We don't really need that. Yeah, I'm gonna follow there. Oh, wow. Another stun. Wow, what's up with the ammo breaks? That's definitely something we can say. The ammo breaks have been kind of nuts. You do not expect to get 3 injuries out of blocks against dwarves, at least not that easily. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull him back. And then my turn. There we go. Give him a little bit less stuff to work with. So he will be at, what did I say, 10 players? On his offense, and we have an entire second half to play. So this will be interesting. But I feel like, I think it's undeniable that it's undeniable that probably, that's a good sentence. I think it's undeniable that I've more experience than he does. Maybe, I don't know, or he's having an off day. It's just he's making some questionable choices here, and that's costing him quite a bit. So I don't feel in danger of losing this match. And yeah, he's definitely a newer player. He should not have thrown from there, because that's a short pass, not a quick pass. He would have needed to throw from here to have it being a quick pass. Would have been easier. It worked, so it doesn't matter that much, but it still would have been easier. Nice, my Gale comes back. We were hoping for that. Oh, his poor team. And I'm gonna keep my setup almost. We do need to switch something, which means we need to switch out one of these guys, which unfortunately means since I want to keep my kicker, I have to give him dutiful. Yeah, let's just put him in the middle. I'm okay with that. We have the guard. I'm still keeping the kicker around. There we go. Yep, I can only have 3 linemen active right now, so this is all we can do. It's always when I'm trying to figure out how good my opponent actually is, and when I'm trying to zero in on his skill and stuff like that. And it's a weird thing, because I appreciate the really difficult matches, because they force me to think outside the box and really press myself. I think we've had some matches where I really had to. Okay, we get a perfect defense. So I'm just gonna go away from this side, I think, and keep these like this, and then I can also set up a bit differently here. We can bring up, you know what, actually I can try to be a bit mean here with the setup, go give pretty aggressive with some stuff. We can bring Burek over to here. Yeah, I'm still gonna screen this and not give him a lot of room to work with for the most part. But let's just see what he does with this. So like this. Yeah, this works. Okay, so I like the difficult matches, since they force me to try and do my best and stuff like that, but it's a different thing. This match is not that necessarily easy, although we do have a lot of control. It's still dwarves, and they're just a solid team, so you can't quite relax. I remember that one match where I played against a guy. I think I recorded as well. It might have been my first match with, I don't know what team. I think the Orcs, maybe. Where I played against a guy who was playing his first online match, I think, and he chose dwarves, and he made horrible choices, and he still gave me a run for my money because he didn't roll bad, and every dwarf player but the runners has block and tackle and all that stuff. And that just leads to issues with this. It's why dwarves are so solid. They're slow, but they're good at blocking, and that's a thing, basically. And where I'm going with this, I'm not trying to insult him, by the way. What I'm getting this is here, matches like these where I have a good amount of control, but it's not a complete wash, so I still have to try and keep everybody safe. I can explain more, I can show off stuff, I can explain why X is better than Y, or I think why it is that way. and I can point out stuff that, in my opinion, he should do better. For example, well, in this case, it's actually something he should better. It's something he did right. It's he put a player on the ball before trying to pick it up. He's protecting the ball. I have players in weight that could have reached the ball if he hadn't done that, so that's a good thing. I don't think I always point that out anymore, and matches like these allow me to do that. So I know there's two camps. I think there's two camps. Both of them are not very vocal. I think there's the guys that are okay with whatever I do, and then there's the ones that would like me to see just play harder opponents at all times. And I can't always do that. It's just unfortunately not how that works. And that's why, I mean, I could play in the champion ladder instead of the normal ladder, but the champion ladder has the issue that I just don't have the time to play more than one team there before the reset, and even then I wouldn't be able to make it very far. And I know that having more developed teams is one of the selling points here, I think. That I stick to the teams for a long time and don't just change the teams at all times. I mean, I'm gonna try and just do a little bit of shorter rotation with these teams, but it's still, I think you understand what I'm getting at. And yeah, I really don't. I'm not sure where I'm going with this any longer, but that's pretty much it. I like all the matches that I play, the ones that are easier and the ones that are more challenging, because both give me opportunities to talk about Blood Bowl in a different way. What the hell is up with my team today? We KO'd another one. I'm rolling just extremely high on the injury table. You usually don't see that against Dwarves. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take the both down. Just freeze these guys up a bit. He's not gonna be able to block me over there that easily. And I don't really know where to go, honestly, with my players right now. This is a bit weird. I'm just pulling them up. And I'm gonna blitz now. But I wanted to wait for that. Nope, not like this. We're not gonna blitz the ball carrier, since I would only get a 1-die. But I'm gonna blitz this Longbeard. Put him over there. Then I'm going to stay. Which is weird. But I want to do it like this. It's a GFI more, but now I'm not next to him. And we have this a bit better locked down, and he needs to move these guys back. So I guess what I should do is bring a player to here, just so that he can't move one of these guys. Well, this guy. Yeah, right now. He can go back there, but we're keeping this on lockdown while trying to pressure this. So the idea here was good, it just wasn't enough. He should have put more than one player there. He should have moved one of these guys back there, I think, to just keep me out more. Yeah, that didn't quite work out. So weird tirade over. I was trying to make a point. I didn't think I made it very well, but I hope you still understood. I just want to, yeah, pretty much. I think the summation of what I said in the end is probably what I should have reduced it to from the get-go. I just enjoy playing Blood Bowl regardless of who I'm playing against, at least as long as it's not a completely annoying opponent. We've had some of those as well, unfortunately, but you can't get around that. But I'm just trying to play to the best of my abilities every time and explain what I do in the meantime, because that's what I set out to do, and I still love doing it and sticking with it. Oh, wow, really? Why? Okay, if he had gone for another skull, rerolled into skull, that would have been pretty horrible. So his defense now is, well, I might still be able to breach it, but I will not get anything better than 1-die in all likelihood. Well, we might actually, no, okay, with the guard player standing back up, we won't. But what I can do is just blitz in here. He might move the player now, though. I'm not sure where he would go. That's the issue. Not quite sure what he's going for here. Okay, yep, that works, but that also does not allow me to get a 2-die, at least right now, but we can change that. And why I went on that tirade to begin with is that I hope that you all enjoy these matches regardless of how they turn out as well. So that it's not just me. but that you, all of you that are watching, just enjoy what I do, pretty much. Because, you know, I'm insecure like that. Okay, so now we've got a bit of an issue. Well, not really an issue, but you know what? I think we can actually take care of that. No, we don't need to. Yeah, this is good. Okay, let's see. We can do this block. And then I'm not allowed to push there because that's the spot where I need to go. So we were going to push him to there and stay. Then I've got my guard free and we can bring him to here. Why I said I couldn't get a 2-die was we could get an assist here, but he's got a guard player right there and there. So even if I had blitzed from here or there, the guard would have only negated... the assist would only have negated the guard. So we had two choices, remove this guard and try to, or remove this guy and bring in our own guard. So that's what I went with. And now we are going to blitz him as well, like this. Or no, I should use him. Because of the wrestle. I mean, oh no, he does not block, so it wouldn't have mattered. But still. Oh yeah, he's got dump off. I forgot about that. That's still such an odd skill choice. You rarely see dump off. And you even see it even rarer on something that's not dwarfs. Or that's something that's not elves. That's how that sentence makes sense. Yeah, we need to push him down in there. We don't want the runner to reclaim the ball. So there we go. And I can move over to here. So I'm going to pick up the ball now, of course. But I'm just taking as much time as possible before we do that. With everything we do. I'm not putting himself on the ball because I assume that I'm going to make the pickup. Which is a bit of an optimistic assumption, but I hope it'll work out. And then we're going to dodge him out at the end. But only at the end. He's staying back here to make sure that this guy can't do much. Also, if, in case everything goes horribly wrong, we do want the safety back there as well. So I've made the pickup, and now we're basically safe. Severity's running up there. Can I feed the touchdown to somebody? That's the big question. I mean, this is a 2+ dodge, so it's not that big of an issue, but double ones are still a thing, or just a 1 since he has tackle there. Yeah, this is nice. And now I think I can move him to just give myself a 2-die block over here. Why not? Okay, we got it, and I'm going to stay. There we go. Okay, I still want to feed the touchdown, if possible. Now we're definitely in the position where I can. I've played 2 turns, and we are basically good to score. Or maybe I should just score and try to score on him again. Oh, he injured the fool. Also not the first time that has happened. Badly hurt, so nothing too bad. I mean, not that I would have used the Apo on him anyways. He's at 0 SPP right now. But still. I think we probably should just score. The guys that I would like to score with and feed the touchdown to are just not in a good position. I should have thought of that earlier. He also blitzed with the wrong guy there. That's something... that it's skill awareness is a thing. I often ignore diving tackle, for example, or fend. We've had that happen this match, that I forgot that I had fend. He should be aware that he has tackle and that my player has dodge. So he should have blitzed with the long beard, who also had mighty blow, instead of the blitzer. That's just... it was not the right prioritization there. Could have gotten a better block out of that. That one that would have worked if he had rolled that, since the defender stumbles would have been enough in that case. Okay, let's see. The thing is, I can serve this Longbeard. Yeah, if he does not reroll that, I will take the turnover. Or not. It could injure me. Ah, no fun. Okay, he stuns himself. Okay. So, as I said, I could serve this guy. Question is, do we really want to? I think we do, once again. In all likelihood. And it's fairly easy to set up as well, so that's another reason. It does cost me a Mighty Blow Blitz on something, but I'm okay with that. We're just gonna get rid of this guy. Let's see, bye-bye. See if we can get... I mean, even a KO could be good. Nope, he's just out. Also fine for now, though. I could stall this out until the end, but that would really be boring. And I don't really want to go for boring. Let's see. I'm gonna try and make that GFI. It's a greedy move, but one we can afford to do right now, and I want to make this extra block. So that's okay. Yep, we only pushed. But I'm not greedy enough to reroll that, because if I score now, it could still take some time, or it could still turn bad, and I might need my rerolls. I do have 5 turns left here. Am I just a hot mess when talking right now? I feel like I'm just not making a whole lot of sense today. Don't know why. There we go, his KO comes back. And I need to reset my defense, because everything we did there, the perfect defense switched some stuff. I mean, okay, that was weird, because it didn't switch up my setup completely, just a little bit. Why? Maybe because that guy the fool was injured and I set up the fool before? Something like that? That could be the case. Yeah, let's keep it like this again and see what he goes for next. And I'm still gonna keep doing what I've been doing and kicking deep back there. He gets another reroll. Does he just have the fame? I think he had not that many assistant coaches, or he just gets the... Oh, no. Oh, I didn't even notice that this time. I usually always see that and point it out. He has 5 coach assistants. So he probably has 5 cheerleaders as well. This team is just a huge bloat, by the way. With Dwarves, if you go for the Deathroller, I think he might have a bribe stadium if we're not in his stadium right now. At least I always assume that when you see a Deathroller. If you decide to use the Deathroller on a Dwarf, which I still don't really agree with, you do want the bribe stadium upgrade. At least that way, when it's your own half, or if it's your own stadium, not your own half, you get a free bribe to keep the guy around a bit longer and make him actually functional, because he isn't any other way, at least usually. So I don't know, but the thing is, so I'm not a fan of Deathroller. This is already too high. 4 rerolls is too many. 3 is at max with the Dwarves. And then we also have him having 15 players. So 13, I guess, is probably the most you want with Dwarves. You can probably even get away. Wow. Well, he does get some not so nice rolls. That we can definitely say here. 12 to 13 is probably what you want with Dwarves. I think it can get away. Wow, okay, now this is what I meant. Now he's knocking me down a bit. That's the second injury for him. And I'm down to 9 players, but he is at 10, correct? 3, 6... Wait, 3, 6... No, he is also at 9. 2, 4, 5... Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I'm confused. 10, 11, 13, 14, 15... Oh yeah, I'm just not good at math. Ten, 11, 12, 13... I also skipped this. I also skipped the number. I don't know what's wrong today. Does he really... Did I say that he had 15 players at all times when he only has 14? Which is still too many, by the way. But a bit better at least. 1, 2, 3... Let's turn him up. 3... 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm confused. I think I might have given him a player more than he had. Definitely a possibility. Okay, let's see. These guys. Him I'm just gonna block. That's gonna allow me to get an assist there and block there. There. Nope, not like this though. You know what? We're gonna do this differently. Sure. Yeah, I still have to play it like this, I think. So we're gonna blitz him. And I'm just not getting the results that I need. It's good enough, but just barely with this, basically. Since I can still get an assist now and make this a 2-die. I am giving a lot of room over here, which might turn into a problem. But that's okay right now. So now we did that, and I am going to stay. Don't really want to be next to those guys, and end my turn, since there's not much else I can do. Yeah, he gave himself, or he put himself in a decent position over on this side by injuring and KOing one of my players. That just screws with the initial defense there a little bit. But it should still be okay, since he can't make it very far, and I can still definitely reset my defense here. We should be more or less good. Yeah, and this guy will just... He will make it to... here, next turn. This line. It's just, he's not going to be fast enough. That's the good thing about getting rid of one of his throwers. They are the fastest players he has. They're movement 6. Everything else is 5 or slower, or 4 or slower. No, the runners are actually... No, the runners are 6. Are the blitzers 6 as well? Or are they 5? Where is one? There it is. Okay, so the blitzers are 5 and the linemen are 4. There it is. And the Deathroller is also 4, I believe. Yep, there we go. So my slowest players are still faster than his fastest players. No, they're the same speed. My god, what's going on with me today? I don't know. I think a downside of a match like this might be that now I have dead air to fill, and I still struggle with that. I've been recording videos for a year and a half now, and I still... It's difficult sometimes for me to keep a conversation going with... At least with meaningful stuff. I mean, I can drone on with meaningless stuff that has nothing to do with it for hours, probably. But I try to not do that usually, and that leads to me having to think of something meaningful to say, which right now is a bit difficult, since there is not much happening. And so I have to try and resort to try and go for some general advice and stuff like that, which doesn't always work out. So let's see what he did here. Can I go for the ball this turn? I do not think so. It's pretty unlikely. But that's not a big problem, I feel like. We're just gonna keep up the pressure and see where we can go with this. We do want him right there. That works. Okay, let's see. Block this up to... Nah, let's put him over there. That's good. Yeah, I can work with that. So he needs to move first. He's got the agility plus, though, so I can... dodge him through here. Let's see. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to go up here and see where we were going to go. Once again, as always, the 2 spacing here so that he can't try to create something here. It's once again unlikely, but not impossible. And it also forces him to go this way or just switch sides straight up. But what we can do now is bring him to here, which I wanted to do. These guys can also do the thing. I'm gonna use the Mighty Blow player to block with. Worked out, so that's good. Let's follow. If I should have blocked with him, because diagonally I could have gotten another block if that had failed. But I just didn't want to block with both of them. I wanted to free up Shade. That's why we did that. So let me think. This is pretty okay. I think we just want to see if we can lock him down as much as possible. So let's bring Shrewd to here, and I'm gonna bring Shade down to there. just to make it less attractive for him to switch sides. Because I could have brought Shade over to this side and put pressure on him here closer, or just moved back here and helped out on this side. But in the end, I would want to see where he goes. We still have a solid defense with this setup. I've isolated a player that I can get away from fairly okay, while he can't really get away from me. The value difference here is not good, because my player is worth much more than a simple Longbeard, so the trade is not that good. But we can afford to do that right now, and once again, I'm more mobile than he is, and I can react to stuff much better. Because if he's knocked down and I run away, he gets to walk exactly one space without GFIs. Let's see. But I'm probably putting a little bit too much emphasis on the importance of this event, because there isn't much to talk about right now. I mean, what I could try to do, but that's something I always struggle with myself, is figuring out what he could do to now keep me out. And that I'm having trouble with figuring that out usually is a good sign that I'm doing everything right. So that's kind of helpful. But I should still be able to do that. But the issue is I really don't know what he should do here. I mean, I gave him a few blocks here, which I just said in this match you usually shouldn't. Wow, that's his third double skull this half, I think. It's undeniable that he has had the worst rolls, and that especially in the early game, or in the first half, my injury rolls have been very solid. But he actually played that pretty well. He's locked me out for the most part. Trying to figure out if I want to go for the 2-die now. I think that might be a good idea. It's a bit of a risk with the setup, but it should do the trick if we can make it work. So for that, we need to do this first. So let's do this. We've got agility 4, so I feel okay doing this, even though we don't have the dodge reroll. This is a dangerous thing because we could get surf, but I need to do that before I do this block in case we only push, which we didn't. I would have closed down the dodge here, or at least made it a 3+ dodge, which obviously would not have been ideal. But now it freed up Verity, who is very much able to blitz there, so that's nice. I should have stood up Civil first, by the way. Oh yeah, he's gonna dump off again, or try to at least. It's just... yeah, it's a 5+ pass since I already have a player next to him. It's not a good enough skill. I'm going to take the risk and push him onto the ball in the hopes that he will scatter the ball somewhere decent. Oh, wow, KO, good. And that's an agility 3 player off the pitch that he needs to pick up the ball with, so that's nice. And his second runner at that. Okay, so now I can pick up the ball. Thank you. And we can reposition ourselves into better positions. He KO'd one of the guys I would like to score with. The other one's still around, though. It's dutiful here. So you know what? I think I'm going to do a weird thing. Which hopefully will work out, but I'm not completely sure. I'm going to move him as far as I can get him with this, while also giving me an assist. I should have probably put him here to just lock these guys down, because he can definitely get a 2-die blitz against me, but I need to move if I want to try and score with him, so we might as well move him, and I'm fast enough that that's okay. We're down to the last action on this turn, and yeah, sure, it's gonna give me another 2-die block if I do it like this. And it was the last action. Oh god, why? I mean, I still want to point out that where he used his Apo, he shouldn't have used his Apo, but oh god, I'm just... oh, his poor team. And once again, this is not sarcasm or anything, I really don't like this. Oh boy. Well, let's see what happens here. Once again, we're gonna win this, no questions asked, it's a done deal. It's been a done deal for a while. And we just have to see how much we can milk this, basically. So the upside about matches like these, where I can play my game pretty much to its full extent, is that we get a lot of SPP, usually. And at least this time, as long as nothing bad happens on these last 2 turns, he didn't do much to us. Okay, that's a good scatter. He will get a tackle zone, or he will get a player next to that. Possibly 2. And with all the guard, it's still horribly annoying to get rid of. Yeah, that positioning doesn't help either. So I do have a way around that. One that's actually not that bad. Okay, you can go down here to get me the assist that I need. Okay, let's bring him up to the better direction. So now he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away, so I don't need to do that any longer. Next up would be this block. Good. So that would turn this into a 2-die, but I need that player. So this is where it gets a bit weird. Maybe I shouldn't have done it like this. Both of them have guard? Yeah. So I do need to make an agility 3 dodge. But I completely missed. No, I need to blitz from here, because in that case we can push him to there if need be. If I only push, and I can still get to pick up the ball, which is indeed what happens here. So let's do so. And stay, because I also can't block this. So this might lead to me getting surfed now, but I think I just want to close this down. Once again, 2 spacing. He can get rid of that, but it's gonna take some effort. Let's see, and yeah, I've not rolled a lot of bad dice. That's definitely the case. Can't be denied. All the dodges here usually work. The only double one that I had was the catch. So I'm gonna take the risk and throw the ball instead of handing it over. It's a 2+ throw, which if it works just gives me more SPP, and it did. He caught the ball. That's the nice thing about this. And now I can even afford to do this 1-die, because I can afford to re-roll it in case it would go bad, which it not even does. Oh boy. Yeah, this match has been extremely solid. Spiritual, has he written anything yet? He didn't even react to the thing in the beginning. Yeah, this is good. So he's gonna be able to score as long as he doesn't make this roll, which is why I was considering throwing from down here, but in the end I didn't want to. So let's see what he does. Oh, why? That seems like a hasty misclick. I'm not gonna serve that player. Once again, not really necessary. I am still gonna take a blitz action, though, and get something here. Yeah, 27. Let's blitz with let's blitz with you, shall we? Does that sound like a good idea? Because he's 4 SVP away from leveling up. He injured 1 this match already. If you were to get the MVP, I wouldn't mind. Thank you so much. I'm still not gonna reroll this because it could reroll into triple skulls. And that's just not good. So there we go. We score, and that's the end of the match. And now, Civil. Is it Civil or was it Dutiful? It was Civil. Civil is 1 MVP away from leveling up again. Okay, lovely. I don't need the money. And Civil got the MVP. Awesome. That is so good. Ah, the guy that died on his side. One of the guys that died, I think, got the MVP on his. Yeah, that player was not found. Whoop-dee-doo. Okay, so how much did I get here? That's an injury and a touchdown. That's a pass, that's an injury and a touchdown. No, that's an touchdown and 2 injuries, I think. That's an injury, a pass, and that's the MVP plus a touchdown. That's a lot. We can work with that. Let's see what we get. Yeah, they have come. But just seeing this, these players are developed. All of these are not. They're not meant to be, I guess. What do we get? Strength up would be nice. Nope, just nothing. A normal one. So we do already have guard, which means I think I'm gonna go with Mighty Blow next. I think this is what this team helps a lot, is having Mighty Blow. At least a little bit is helping a lot. But I mean, the 2 doubles that we have give us more Mighty Blow than we should have to begin with. Both of them. Makes them so much better, by the way. But yeah, this worked out, so let's get rid of our little bit of excess money here. Yes, I would like to get rid of that, and then we can check out our new team value, which should get... no, 70-90, wow. This does not look like 70-90 team to me, but the Blitzers just start so expensive, even without skills. I think they're, what were they? 110? Let me check again. Yeah, they were 110. So that alone makes them so expensive right now. But that's okay. So another win under our belt, and this is where we're going to end the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Bubble 2, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye.